Before I do a rundown of the news, we need to take a moment and pray for Trump. The prayer, Psalm 109 and 8. May his days be few, may another take his place of leadership. Now, I do recognize who would come after Trump, but we need to get rid of him first. So let's take this prayer, take it to heart. Let's keep repeating it. Let me move my head. Please take a screenshot, share this, pray this prayer over and over again, because I'm already tired of his self. I'm tired of Trump. Today is his liberation day. And even some Republicans are like, yeah, this is bad, because all tariffs are taxes paid by us. Every time we pay for something that comes from a different country, we're paying more money, and that's going into the government's coffers, and they're trying to build up those coffers so that the ultra wealthy can have a tax break. So it's not Liberation Day unless you're liberating us from hope and joy and liberating us from our money. Maybe that's what Liberation Day is for. But this is an article from Politico. McConnell breaks with party to reject Trump's Canada tariffs. Now, I'm going to be honest, the gamesmanship of Senator Mitch McTurtle is the reason why Trump even had a path to get into the presidency. So a lot of this falls on his shoulders, and I know that he knows that he's responsible, because he could have impeached him back when he was going through the impeachment process. But anyways, Senator Mitch McTurtle privately indicated to Senator Tim Kaine he would back the Virginia Democrats' resolution to undo Trump's tariffs. Kaine told reporters Wednesday that the former GOP leader told him the day before he would back Kaine's resolution, which will get a vote on the Senate floor Wednesday evening. A spokesperson confirmed Kaine's remarks. McConnell's support is not necessarily a surprise. He's been vocal in his warnings about Trump's tariffs, including a recent op-ed in the Courier-Journal. But it's the latest instance of McTurtle's bucking the administration since leaving his leadership position. And McTurtle's support means Kaine's resolution will likely have the votes it needs to advance in the Senate. In addition to McTurtle, GOP Senators Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, and Rand Paul are expected to vote for the measure, which would end the national emergency Trump declared earlier this year to justify his new plan to slap 25% tariffs on Canadian imports. At a press conference Wednesday afternoon, Kaine said other Republicans are also reaching out to him to get information on the resolution, indicating the number of GOP supporters may grow. Obviously, Trump is not happy about this. So this article from the AP, Trump pressures Senate Republicans to oppose resolution that would nullify Canada tariffs. Senate Republicans are facing pressure Wednesday from Trump to oppose Democratic resolution that would nullify the presidential emergency on fentanyl he's using to implement tariffs on Canada. Just hours after Trump announced his plan for import taxes on a slew of international trading partners, his so-called Liberation Day, which is liberation for your money, the Senate was expected to vote on a resolution that offers Republicans an off-ramp to the import taxes on Canada. It is a significant test for Republican loyalty to Trump's vision of remaking the United States economy by clamping down on free trade. Many economists are warning that the plan could cause an economic contraction, and GOP senators are already watching with unease as Trump upends United States standing with the rest of the world. He was up this morning with wild Twitter fingers, or Truth Social fingers. In a social media post just before 1 a.m. Wednesday, Trump singled out the 4 senators, saying they will hopefully get on the Republican bandwagon for a change and fight the Democrats' wild and flagrant push to not punish Canada for the sale into our country of large amounts of fentanyl. These people are really out here acting like Canada is a drug pusher, and that is silly. It is not reality. This dude is Delulu. So today he's liberating us from our money, and yesterday they were liberating elderly people and poor people from food. All right, HHS layoffs hit Meals on Wheels and other services for seniors and the disabled. So they're out here jacking money, pulling money away from old people and disabled folks. That is where they are. These people are the real death panels that they were really trying to put on Obama when he put through the ACA. These are the real death panels. They're stripping money and they're stripping food from kids, seniors, disabled people, and veterans. The layoffs at the Department of Health and Human Services slashed the staffs of major federal aging, disability, and anti poverty programs, leaving the future of those programs uncertain. Aging, disability, and anti poverty programs. These people are literal demons. At least 40% of the staff got layoff notices, and many were turned away at the front door Tuesday when they showed up for work at the Administration for Community Living, or ACL, which coordinates federal policy on aging and disability. That's according to the agency's former director under the Biden administration, Allison Barkoff, who says she talked to multiple members of her former staff. The agency funds programs that run senior centers and distribute 216 million meals a year to older and disabled people through the Meals on Wheels program. The programs that ACL implements improve the lives of literally tens of millions of older adults, people with disabilities, and their families and caregivers, said Barkoff, now director of the Health Law Program at George Washington University's Milken Institute School of Public Health. There's no way to have these RIFs and not impact the programs and these people who rely on them. And remember, RIFs are a reduction in force, or these firings. Last week, the announcement of the coming layoffs at HHS said that ACL's responsibilities would go to different parts of the HHS. But Project 2025, the Heritage Foundation's guide for reshaping government, has suggested ACL take on work on special education services once the Department of Education was dismantled. It's not clear where that work will be done now. In addition, every staffer was laid off from the Division of Energy Assistance, according to 2 employees who lost their jobs on Tuesday, Andrew Germain and Vicki Pretlow. The office runs the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP, or LIHEAP maybe, which helps 5.9 million low-income households pay heat and cooling bills and pay for home repairs to boost energy efficiency. The staffer said layoffs of about 20 workers came as a surprise, and they expressed concern about whether the program would continue once funding runs out at the end of September and impoverished people face rising heating bills in fall and winter. LIHEAP provides life-saving services, says Germain. One way the funds are used is to help low-income people pay their electric bills when they rely upon oxygen and other medical devices or need to keep the refrigerator running to store insulin or other medicines. I told you these are the real death panels. Germain ran compliance monitoring to make sure states use LIHEAP money correctly. He said fraud is rare, but LIHEAP was scrutinized by Project 2025. It noted a loophole fixed by Congress more than 10 years ago in 2014 that was used by about 10 states to give minimal energy assistance in a way that then qualified impoverished people for a bigger SNAP or food stamp payment. Congress appropriated $4.1 billion to LIHEAP in fiscal year 2024. Germain says without federal staff to run the program, it's unclear how it will continue after the current appropriation ends in September. Pretlow, who lost her job as a program specialist in the LIHEAP office, said, "You can be paid much more in a different place. You can be praised more in a different place. You can be appreciated more in a different place. But the people I work with have a great heart for service." This is a part of the article from The Hill that was talking about the impact of all of these firings from yesterday. The CDC cut senior infectious disease officials, as well as researchers working in the Division of HIV Prevention, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, and the National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Diseases. The agency completely eliminated its Environmental Health Science Division, according to agency staff who received layoff notices. With most of the leaders with institutional knowledge and a deep understanding of product development and safety no longer employed, I believe that history will see this as a huge mistake. Kennedy's plan called for the FDA to lose about 3,500 employees, and the CDC is losing about 2,400. According to a former FDA official who spoke with The Hill, the staffing cuts at the agency will dethrone the United States as the gold standard on drug approvals. what they did yesterday is going to help spread diseases and harm people who are sick. All right, y'all, join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.